From United Nations Television, this is UN in Action.
The Payatas sanitary landfill outside the Philippines' capital Manila is one of the largest on the planet. It's home to gangs of scavengers looking for things to use or sell. But Iak Diaz and his team are hunting for something very specific.
This one thing that you would drink for 5 minutes and last 1,000 years.
They're hunting for 1-liter plastic bottles, and they're not hard to find.
And we were thinking, what could we do with this big problem and how could we make it into the world's biggest solution?
A solution Iak dreamed that would not only ease his country's environmental problems, but also bring a ray of hope to the millions of slum dwellers who live largely in the dark.
It's very hard to escape poverty if you don't have access to energy.
Oya Jorven from the United Nations Development Program.
It took us a while in the development community to realize that all these goals we have established, getting kids to school and making sure people have access to basic health services, it's difficult to make sustained progress towards any of those objectives if a community has no access to energy.
So Iak thought somehow he could use the empty plastic bottles with water and limitless sunlight to bring light to those who needed it most. But he didn't know exactly how to do it, so he took his idea to the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the US, where he was studying for his master's degree. He worked tirelessly with other students to perfect his idea. After months of work, he returned to the Philippines and started the Liter of Light movement by turning trash, the empty bottles, into electricity-free solar light bulbs. Now, young volunteers are learning from him and taking back this knowledge to their own countries.
The nice thing about water is water bends the light. So once the water goes inside, it will bend the light to be able to go all around the house.
The solar light bulb produces the same amount of illumination as a 55-watt electric bulb by simply taking the sunlight and refracting the energy. Using non-biodegradable plastic bottles, water with bleach and sunlight, this is likely the least expensive lighting device ever invented. Today, tens of thousands of Iak's solar light bulbs are now illuminating homes and businesses in Manila and beyond. This report was prepared by Patrick Fries for the United Nations.